What do we do, everybody? Silver, this stuff is down. Gold, this stuff is down. Stocks, way down. Bitcoin, I have it in my hand. Can you see it? Yeah, nobody can. It is way down. I mean, disgusting how far some of these things are down. Stocks and Bitcoin are definitely some of the big things right now, just taking a dump. Silver and gold, despite also coming down, especially gold, has been hanging on for dear life. Silver took a little bit more of a beating, but gold is definitely hanging on. But I want to talk about the strategy that I have. Maybe you want to go ahead and take little bits and pieces of my strategy right now while everything is just tanking. Well, hello everybody. I seek to educate and entertain through my journey of collecting coins and stacking precious metals. I encourage you to subscribe and please stay with me on this journey. I am Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. What should we do in these uncertain times when things that we, are relying on to help us through, retirement and stuff and just financial insecurity? What should we do when those things are just tanking? They're just falling apart. Well, I tell you what, if you are a smart investor, and I know you are because you're watching me, you're just kind of waiting and seeing, right? You're just kind of playing it. You're playing it the right way, which is the way you should be playing it at all times, which is just buying little bits here and there. Definitely making sure that you have money set aside for a real emergency situation, because I tell you what, more than ever, if you're like me, you're kind of a little bit scared of things going on. You're like, whoa, I better have some money set to the side just in case. And this is a good time to think about prepping a little bit. I know you think preppers are like doomsday, end of the world psychopaths, but preppers have the right mindset. And right now, it wouldn't hurt you just to have a little bit of extra food in the house, a little bit of extra gasoline in the car. Whenever it gets to a half a tank, make sure you fill that son of a gun up. I know it's so expensive, my goodness. But as far as silver and gold and other investments, if you love Bitcoin, not hating you, I don't personally love it. My Bitcoin that I ever had, which is stuff that I mined, actually, that's the only Bitcoin I have, is down to $10 right now. It's just hanging on by a thread. But, hey, who knows what could happen? It could go back up to 60,000. That's the craziness of the online world, isn't it? I don't see it doing that, but, you may. Anyways, stocks, I think that stocks will eventually come back. So if you have some extra money and you think it's, wise to start investing, I think it is too. I think that now when stocks are, coming down as they're getting beaten on, start throwing little bits here and there around to some, some nice stocks. Well-known companies. I'm not going to name names because, I don't want you to think of me as a financial advisor, because I'm not, but some well-named stocks, and start throwing some money around there. And I think after a while, I think that things will recuperate and be better for sure. But we might not be over the beating. We have a lot of interesting news that has to come out here. The wars across the seas they're still going on. They haven't stopped. There's no ceasefire going on. And it seems like, at least here in the United States where I am, things just get worse and worse all the time. Every time I happen to see the news, and I've been trying my best not to watch, but it's like I'm drawn to it like a moth to a flame. I know I'm going to get burnt every time I look at that darn news, but I'm on fire right now because every day it's like the worst possible thing that is in my mind is happening every single day. It's wild. But anyways, your strategy for silver and gold, I think you want to get in there. Silver, I think, is a bargain right now. And, despite it coming down quite a bit, like what, $5, $6, $7, it had an epic rise only a couple years ago. It had a real roller coaster of a ride too. Let's be honest, $30, $11, back up to 29 or so. It's just doing one of these things right here. It's like a fish out of water, just flopping. But despite it coming down for a few dollars, it's been hanging above 20. Now that I am making this video, it's probably going to crash as I make it and go below 20. But I think that's kind of impressive because for many years, I was buying this stuff at a discount, just sub 20 for sure, $12, $13, $14 an ounce, just loving life. And now here I am paying 20. I feel like, man, I wish I could have bought more then. And there was videos, and I don't ever recommend this. I don't recommend this, but I did say it, and I am admitting to saying it, that I said if silver had gone to $12, I was taking out a credit card and I was buying all that I was able to buy on that card. And I followed that. I don't recommend doing that because it's a gamble for sure, but you know, that's something I did, and I'm happy it worked out. And maybe if silver drops significantly, you just keep on backing the truck up, because eventually an industrial metal like silver is going to have to come up. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. A lot of silver, when it's used in industry, it just kind of gets thrown away when, whatever it's put into is just, thrown into a landfill. It kind of goes away, and they got to go find more of that stuff. And with gas going up, which causes the price of everything to go up, the effort it takes to get silver and gold out of the ground is costing more and more money, which means that if it costs more and more money, what does that mean? That the silver and gold are eventually going to have to cost more and more money too. So think about that a little bit. Listen, what I like to do is I like to scour the shops. Online shops, this is a little bit more difficult to do, but sometimes you can get away with it. But mostly like local places, like coin shops, pawn shops, antique shops too. Scour them at this time right now, because people have become a little bit desperate, right? People want to sell. They're just wanting cash in their hand because they're uncertain about things like this right here. But if you are a believer in silver and gold, it's a great time to capitalize on them being non-believers. And so go to those shops. You're going to find some really cool things right now. I almost guarantee it at these shops. Just people that are selling just about everything. You might find some unique gold. You might find some hand-poured silver from artists that you never heard of, and just people just selling whatever little extra things that they have. They're like, you know what? I don't need this right now. I need the money more. I got bills coming up. I got a little uncertainty in my life, and I'm going to sell this stuff. And you can go get some really, really fun things, and things that are worth more than just the silver and gold spot price. They have more of a collector's value to them too. So definitely go peek. And I'm guilty. I'm guilty of just trying to buy right now while things are coming down. I think it's a discounted price right now, silver. I think gold might come down a little bit more here soon. I always saw that number, 1776 on the gold spot price. And I just kept on noticing that gold kept hitting that price over and over. So I wouldn't be surprised if, it breaks down to the 1776 or maybe even lower a little bit, in which case I think it's a good time to buy that stuff. I love getting discounted metals, and I may end up, taking a little damage, so to speak, mentally when I see that spot price dip below my initial buy-in price on some of this stuff. And there's premiums too. So when you buy silver and gold, you're at a loss immediately, right off the bat, because of the premiums, let's be honest. But you have something in your hand, and I think if you hold it long enough, those prices will come up and you will be just a happy little dude or girl, doesn't matter, who's watching me. You'll be happy that you just took a little bit of a chance and you waited. Make this stuff long term, and buy when it's a buying opportunity. And I think right now we are all in an opportunity. And there's a lot of people that will be in the comments too, and I see them constantly saying that silver is a waste. It's $20. In 1980 it was $50, so people are at a loss. It has a rocky history for sure, especially silver. It has a rocky history, and it has some moments where you would look at it and go, wow, why would anybody want to invest in something like that? But if you are wise about it and you take your time, learn a little bit, and get in at the right moments, and buy periodically, like throughout your work life, as you're working, buy a little bit here and there. When the price comes way down, maybe throw a little bit more into it. When the price comes up, maybe buy some, but just not as much. Whatever you can afford, be financially responsible, of course. But anyways, I think it's a buying opportunity. So when I see the prices come down like this, I am not a panicker. I'm actually somebody who, window watches. I'm sitting there just waiting. I'm waiting until I can just strike and just I'm very excited about going to a coin show here coming up because I'm actually hoping the price comes down even more, because if it does, I'm just going to be just so happy to get more medals. Anyways, I got to go for now. I rambled on. I've told you my strategy. My strategy is wait and see and buy when it's low like this. You know, for Bitcoin, I'm not a buyer. I mined some, like I said, I got the free stuff. Well, it cost me some energy, I guess, out of my computer. But I'm not a believer in the Bitcoin. And I'm sorry to the people that like my channel and love Bitcoin and really believe in the stuff. But I've seen a lot of negativity about it. And for me, I cannot believe in it. And for those people that are hearing me say that, you might feel the same way about silver or gold. So I'm not trying to distract you from your Bitcoin. If you love it so much, do what you got to do. If you want to, get crazy into that stuff, then go crazy. But I almost feel like in my heart that the time of Bitcoin has gone and it's over with. The excitement from it. Cryptos almost in general. NFTs, we've seen NFT. And I know people are like, what the heck is one of those things? It's basically like a picture on the computer that's hidden, and you can't ever see it unless you actually are the owner of it, I guess. I mean, it's kind of weird. The NFT space, a lot of those have come way down. People have lost millions of dollars on NFTs, buying them at just a crazy premium because they were new. When things are new, man, there's a lot of excitement. Unfortunately, for the people that love new stuff, silver and gold is not new. It is ancient. It's been here longer than we've been alive, and I mean we as in like human beings. So grab some of this stuff. Grab some of this stuff, and while the buying is good. I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular is still buying, but I'm out.